Hello, I'm Dr. Nolan Stoltz, one of the music professors at USC Upstate, and welcome to the Commercial Music Program. In this video, my student Raleigh and I are going to walk you through the Music Theory Placement Exam section by section. There is also a 10-page study guide that we highly recommend you go through in order to prepare for this placement exam. Contact your advisor for a copy of this study guide. We also recommend using websites such as Triads.com to learn and drill these fundamental skills. This video may also be used as a self-test, as we will have selections from a sample exam throughout the video, and the answers will be given at the end of the video so that you may check your work. I'll now turn it over to Raleigh.
Hi, my name is Raleigh. I'm a music major at USC Upstate, and I wanted to talk to you today about your music theory placement exam. The music theory placement exam is a great way to assess what music fundamentals you already know. You will take your music theory placement exam during your first week of your U101 Fundamentals of Music Theory course. In this exam, you will be expected to identify pitches in treble and bass clef, write major and natural minor scales with up to 4 sharps or flats,
Major and minor pentatonic scales in keys up to 4 sharps or flats,
identify key signatures with up to 4 sharps or flats, identify rhythms and time signatures, identify and build triads, identify and build intervals, and write lead sheet symbols, which are essentially chord symbols such as G minor, G lowercase m. Take a look at the pitch identification section of the exam. Notice that there are multiple pitches in each clef. All you have to do is identify the pitch and write the name of the pitch in the space provided below. For example, a note on the third line in treble clef would be a beat. So you would write beat.
Feel free to pause the video to take this self-test. The answers for all sections will be given at the very end of the video. Or, if you prefer to study for a while before taking the self-test, simply continue along.
In the rhythm and time signature section, you will first be asked to define time signatures. You must indicate how many beats are in each measure and what rhythmical value will get the beat. So for example, in 4/4, there are 4 beats per measure and the quarter note gets the beat. In the next part of this section, you will be given a rhythm with missing values. All you must do for this section is enter in a rhythmical value that will complete the measure, such as a quarter note, an eighth rest, a half rest, etc. Whatever is needed to complete the measure. In the scale section of the exam, you will be given the name and the quality of a scale, such as A major or D natural minor. Then all you have to do is write the pitches of the scale, using either the notes in the key signature, whole half-step pattern, or whatever way you like to think about building scales. In the key signature section of the exam, you will first be asked to identify key signatures. You must write the major and minor key that are associated with each key signature. For example, if you had 2 sharps, the keys that will be associated with this are D major and B minor. Then you will be asked to write in key signatures in both treble and bass clef. For example, if the key provided was A minor, you would write no sharps and no flats. In the interval section of the exam, you will be asked to identify and build intervals. You will be given 2 pitches, and you must identify the distance between these pitches, such as a second or a third, etc. Then you must also identify the quality of the interval, such as major or minor. For major, you would write a capital M, minor would be a lowercase m with a line over it, diminished would be a D, augmented would be an A.
In the second part of the interval section, you are asked to write the note for the given interval. For example, if a G sharp is written on the staff and it asks for a major second below, you would write in the F sharp immediately below that G sharp.
In the triads section of the exam, you will first be asked to identify triads, first by identifying the root of the triad, and then the quality of the triad. Next, you will be asked to build triads in inversion. For example, if you are asked to build a C major triad in first inversion, you will write the pitches C, E, and G. First inversion indicates that the third of the chord is in the bass, so E will be in the bass. For second inversion, the fifth of the chord is in the bass. In the lead sheet symbol section of the exam, you will first be given a lead sheet symbol and be asked to write the chord based on that symbol. So for example, if you were given a D, just the letter D, that would indicate a D major chord. So you would write the pitches D, F sharp, and A. If you were given a C/E, that would indicate a C major chord with an E in the bass. So you would write the pitches C, E, and G. As long as E is in the bass, then you're good to go.
And in the second part of the lead sheet symbol section, you are given chords written in the staff. Identify those chords by providing a lead sheet symbol. For example, if the pitches shown are F, A flat, and C, and the lowest pitch is A flat, you would label it above the staff as F minor over A flat. So F lowercase m / A flat. In a moment, we will share the answers to each of the sections so that you may check your work as part of a self-test. Remember, there is a 10-page study guide to help you prepare for the placement exam, so you might want to first go through that document, study for a while, use websites such as Tuoria.com, and then take this self-test after you've studied for a while. So here are the answers to the previous 7 sections covered in this video.